Hi, and welcome to a Tuesday morning Friday morning live card making tutorial. If you saw that I was going live at 11, I'm sorry for the slight delay. Technical problems, you gotta love it, right? And I was just talking to a friend. I said, I better go in case there's a glitch. Of course, there was a glitch. Anyway, so I am here today with the new butterfly garden kit. It's a perfect casual Friday project. I'm excited to share this with you. So let me start by introducing myself. The gallery's a little bit late. I'm Shelly Godby. 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Oh, might help to get my microphone. Here we go. It is on. So you should be able to hear me, but it'll be better if it's closer, I'm sure. I'm Shelly Godby, and for 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. Okay, let's get this clipped on. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So, we have Stampin' Up at least 2 new kits every month, sometimes 3. So let's have a closer look at this butterfly garden. This was just released, February or January 6th. I'm okay. It's Friday and it's still January. And the kits come in a handy dandy box. And then everything you need, they're all inclusive. They even include a clear mount block for you. Okay. So, and it just spoils you rotten. Great for new people, right? Because everything's included. They don't need really, I mean, you do want to be able to clean your stamps, but they have everything they need to make the cards. And then everything comes cut and ready and with wonderful instructions. And oh, here, let me pull this up. I have this already. And I tell you, nothing like some technical things to throw you off. And then the instructions are fabulous. Okay, so let me show you what comes in there. We have enough to make 3 each of 3 different cards. Isn't that pretty? And that's before we can get anywhere, in a coordinating envelope and in here. So they get even better as we add the butterflies. It always includes an ink spot. That's what I'm saying, all inclusive. A stamp set that you get to keep. Yep, and aren't these pretty? These are very pretty butterflies. And I think one of the first stamp sets I actually used all the images, and then the die cuts and the labels. And I love with the labels, they always give us an extra one, so in case we mess up. And the stamps are photopolymer, so you can see when you're stamping, it really helps to eliminate any kind of difficulties. And and so this kit is prettier in person, so I'm excited to be able to show this to you. And the embellishments, because I've made the cards, I need to see what was going on. Oh, and the adhesive. So, like I said, all inclusive. So let's go ahead and I use my own clear mount blocks. They're just frankly more comfortable. So this is on a clear mount block C, more comfortable than these. But hey, they're all inclusive, nice to have. And instead of the Stampin' Spot, I've got all the colors. I find it easier to use the full size pad, which there we go. All right. But the spot will work just fine. I do these card kits with ladies from church every month, and they're doing great with the spots. I guess I'm a little bit spoiled. All right. So let's take these in order. And they even have us decorate the envelopes. And so the first one, here we go. We need this. And the envelope, okay, I did 2 of them. Of course, I didn't get it quite like theirs, but it is pretty cool. So we will do that. And if you're watching, hey, say hello. That will be fun. All right, so for this one, I need this. There we go. The die cut, that, and then we'll put the rest aside for the moment. And this for the label. And see, we have that extra one. Thank goodness. I think it makes me do a better job knowing that I have an opportunity to do it again. Okay, so on the envelope, you can see they showed that you're stamping both of the butterflies. Like, okay, let's do that. And I'm on my glass board. I'm an affiliate for Glassboard Studios. I can show you this. And for anyone who orders from me, typically you get 15% off store-wide. But this is exciting news. For the January through March, my followers, when they use code Stamping Smiles or follow in one of my links or this QR code, 20% store wide. And there's just many, many reasons why I really like this. So I'm excited that I was able to secure that for you. 20%. Life is good. All right, so let's go. And the Misty Moonlight, or the little classic spot, either. We'll pick this up, slide that in, and I can come in closer so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So I'm not going to say I perfected this, but I did get better. And so we'll ink. Now, color on color is a little bit of a challenge. I mean, it's just not as bold, but it worked on this. So the first time I did it, I tried to do all of the large ones first. The second one, I did a much better job by then using the small one. And they overlap each other. And of course, you don't have to do them, but it is a nice touch. I did one and thought, oh, I really do like that. And so they're going off of the bottom. Okay, and then of course you can do your own thing, but I always demonstrate them as they are, and then from there you can do your own thing. And many people have told me that it's a lot easier to then make the kits once they see how to do them, and I get that, and that's why I do this. Okay, see, I don't know how they got all that in there, but it's all good. Okay, and then if I wanted to. So now the glass board, a lot of benefits. I want to turn that, or there's pretty much going straight up and down. There are a lot of benefits to it. It's heat resistant. The magnets to hold things in place, my favorite. Now it's a non-porous surface, so I just use my microfiber cloth and just clean that off. No big deal whatsoever. Okay, and so then we have our label die. And for this, we're using, all right, Thanks for Being You. And so like I said, I've got this on a clear block. This is a B, I believe. Nope, it's a C. Okay. And then straight up and down. And there we go. This one is super simple. All of them are pretty doggone simple, which is nice. All right, I'm going to need that again. So here we've got this. And it even shows you in the directions where to put the adhesive. I'm like, okay, that couldn't be any easier. So we've got Stampin' Dimensionals. And I've never done a project I didn't have some left over when I use them as shown. And they're not stingy with giving enough adhesive for any of the projects. Okay. And then there we go. And so the backing comes off, and I'll show you, I love this. The accessories that go with it, these craft catchers, see that fits underneath there, and then just my debris goes in there and I pick it up and put it in the trash. Love it. Okay. Boy, I don't know what happened. The backings are coming off really easy now, right? Off of the Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay. So we've got our directions. We'll put this right about there. Nice, nice lace. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And this overlaps a little bit. So that's pretty cool. It connects them. And then we have our embellishments. And for that, I will use my Take Your Pick tool. And it even shows you the embellishments. How many? In which size? One large. Oh, that's a little too close. One large and two small. I mean, really, they just take out all the guesswork. And these cards are just lovely. And why this works, that was my title. Well, it works because it's, for the person the busy crafter who, like I said, likes to be spoiled. And it just really honors your time. And you've got some beautiful cards here. Now, I love creating. My friend Sheree that I talk about, she was over yesterday and we were playing and we just sit there and giggle like schoolgirls. You know, you do something and it turns out, I'm really excited about Tuesday's video. Just adorable as all get out. And it just makes you happy. It's fun and I think very good for us. So there we go. Card number 1. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so we will move on to card number 2. And, okay, that is, here we go, with the pink envelope. So we'll stamp on our envelope first. And for this, we're back with the large butterfly and our Misty Moonlight pad. And so the card kits, there's something new all the time. There are a lot of them there and other kits. Cards are my favorite. But then, you know, if you really enjoy the kits or really just enjoy being spoiled, you know, we have Paper Pumpkin in addition to card kits. Paper Pumpkin, that's a monthly subscription service. And so every month, this box of goodies, everything ready for you, shows up on your doorstep. So that includes the shipping, and you get a little sneak peek ahead, and it's a month to month, or you can and you can skip a month if you think that doesn't quite hit you. But I haven't found any I wanted to skip yet, and they just keep getting better and better. Now with the Paper Pumpkin kits, you get a block with your first one. Then after that, you get an ink spot. They're always stamping. So you'll have, and they try not to repeat a color with the Paper Pumpkin in a year. So you have a nice variety of these. And those kits are just gorgeous. They have just really stepped them up from when they started, I would say about 15 years ago. Okay, so we have our envelope done. So for this one, I need my instructions. Here we go. Oh, those other 2 pink butterflies. Pink, oh, one of my absolute favorite colors. Here we go. So easy, easy, easy. And for our greeting, we need our labels that are right here. Okay, we need a label die. Fantastic. And for this one, we're going to use another stamp, and this is Sending You Strength. That's really nice, giving someone some support for whatever it is they're going through, huh? All right, so we'll place that on my board. And I like the lines because I can see it's on there straight, so I'm put this on straight. There we go. And come over here and straight up and down. Sending you strength. There, fantastic. All right, so we're done with this we've got one more after this. And so then again with the dimensionals that are here somewhere. Okay, there we go. Things get buried on my table very easily. Stampin' Dimensionals are just, these are so springy, these pastel colors. The ladies, I didn't have the kit to show them because we get together every second Saturday. And that was last Saturday. I had just ordered on Tuesday, the first day. Showed them on my phone, and they said, oh yeah, those are pretty. I can't wait for them to see them in person. They're going to be tickled. Here we go. Okay. You know, and if the greetings don't quite hit you, use whatever you want. You know, you've got plenty probably of greetings. And if you do Paper Pumpkin in these kits, you know, you're ending up with a nice variety of stamps. And there are always greetings in them if they're a stamping kit, because these would be beautiful birthday cards as well, or thinking of you, whatever you would like. Okay, so this comes up and over right here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And so it is January. I'm in the right month now. And you know what we've got going on? Bonus day. And this one tucks underneath a little bit. I like how it touches. It just makes it feel cohesive to me instead of just floating out there. Okay. And then our embellishments. And let's see. One of them, I couldn't see it. I got out my phone. Do you know if you've got an Apple phone, they've got a magnifier on it? Oh, what a fun find that was. Now I can read the small pill bottles and everything. If you notice, I press down on the embellishment. I do that so the adhesive sticks to the embellishment and not my acetate sheet. Okay, so this is the one I just couldn't spy with my little eye right here. I'm like, oh, with the magnifier, I found it. Like, oh, that is a nice touch. And as I chase this around, I've got a girlfriend who just picks them up like with her fingernails, like it's nothing, and places them all perfectly. There we go. And that goes right here. And that is card number 2. So you can see how quickly, we've got our second card done already. So boom and boom. I do like the stamping on the envelope. That does add a really pretty touch. And if you don't want to do all that, you could just still do this. Okay, so now card number 3. There we go. Now this one has more stamping. Let's see what they had us do with the envelope on this. Okay. Oh, over here. Okay, on the front, back with our Misty Moonlight pad or ink spot. And this is pretty simple. It's just over here. And this isn't in the way of the address, which is nice. And then a little bit of an angle. And our envelope is done. Okay, so now on to the card. Now we need this one. And on here, I need to turn my direction so I can see. Here we go. We're going to use 2 large and 1 small one. All right. So, and look, they give us an extra one. How nice is that? Actually, 2 extras. Because I went ahead and did 2. I always do 1 just so I know what I'm doing. And then I finally decided, well, do the second one while I'm at it, because I would set things aside and not get them done, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so what we need to do is stamp the detail right on here. So if you don't get it, you've got 2 more chances. But with a photopolymer, it makes it really easy. I say that until you're live on camera and have technical issues. Look at that. Okay, I want to do that better. Okay. Thank goodness we have another one. Here we go. Let's try that again. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, but we can do better. There we go. Okay. Yay. Okay. And if you don't mess up, you'll have extras for other projects, right? And if you would be so kind, please give my video a thumbs up and a share. And I would love it if someone would come say hello. I'm just a chatterbox. So, okay, so bonus days coupons in the US. I'm a US demo, so I'm always talking US dollars. For every 50 you order in January, you get $5 in bonus days coupons to spend in February on anything your little heart desires. And if you're opted in, you're getting Stampin' Rewards, so you're getting double rewarded. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and of course, we have the January through April mini catalog and the January online exclusives that just started January 6th. So a whole slew of new fabulous products. And I've been using some of them, but I got my kit and it's like, I have got to show them these pretty, pretty flowers. See how easy that is? Yeah, like I said, that's not the worst. If I didn't have more, I wouldn't have been distraught, but here we go. All right, so let's put this one together. I need my instructions again. All right, and so the adhesive, simple, simple, simple. Oh, our greeting. We're not done. We need to do our greeting. I didn't grab, I need this. my label dies as I'm just putting everything everywhere. Oh, here they are. Found them. Okay, so this one. And for this, the greeting, what's our next greeting? Okay. I'm here for you always. I'm always here for you. That's nice too. All right. And I'm just using extra blocks so I don't have to stop and clean and take them off. And to clean them, I use the Simply Chamois. That works really well. And I put mine in a clear mount case. You know, those are going to go away, the clear mount cases, because we're moving to those envelopes. So I'll have to find something else to store mine in. But for right now, they're still in my online store, which is shopwithshelly.com. That's where you can order this kit and all the other fabulous Stampin' Up! Products. And also that's where you can go and subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. It is a treat every month. And my friend got hers and said, it's gorgeous. Now, here's the thing with Paper Pumpkin. By the time I can show it to you, it's too late to get it because it's a subscription. And I, as a demonstrator, even of 24 years, I don't get mine before my sweet stampers. And so by the time I show you, it's like, ooh, well, but if you subscribe, then you won't miss the next month. And the next month, I'm really excited about. If I'm remembering my month, I'm pretty sure hummingbirds. And my mom loves hummingbirds. And so my Mother's Day card will be all figured out for me. And hummingbirds that she will love. She's very particular. They need to look realistic because I've colored some and, you know, it's like, well, you know, it's artist choice. But these, oh, realistic. Like, oh, she's going to be thrilled. She'll probably say it's the prettiest card I ever did, and it'll be a kit. Okay. So, but at my age, to still have a mom, what a blessing. All right. So that detail made this card. No two ways about it. Like, oh, yeah. And look how it just fills it in. We have all these pretty flowers around it. So it just goes in that blue area. Now this one didn't connect like the other two, but you could if you wanted to. All right. And then the last of our embellishments. And again, they're having us use 1 large and 2 small. So you'll see, because this is the end of my 9 cards, you will have leftovers. All right. Let's do, okay, right here, the large one. Trying to follow theirs. Of course, you know, you can have fun and just go wild with the extras or just put them wherever it seems right to you. But there we go. That is, and we did our envelope. Card number 3. So this is the beautiful Butterfly Garden card kit that does 9 cards, 3 each of the 3 I just demonstrated. All right, so let's bring those back and remind you. There we go. Very, very pretty. The butterflies. Well, they're all butterflies with our coordinating envelopes in there. Let me do this instead. It's not in an envelope. Easier maybe. Okay. But I love coordinating envelopes. And sometimes they're all the same, but this time they all have different colors. So didn't those turn out pretty? A lot prettier. Now this is lighter in person than my camera. This is pretty doggone good. This is a little bit deeper. This is a little deeper too. It's not quite as bright as it's looking. Trying to get lighting just perfect isn't the easiest thing in the world, but there you go. So I can show you that QR code again. And, you know, if you change the greetings, you can have these for your spring cards. Aren't they just a breath of fresh air? And then, of course, Paper Pumpkin, you know, it's really cool. And my kit will be here, and I will be sharing that when it gets here with you. And but to make sure you don't miss out on those hummingbirds, go ahead and subscribe now. And you can just sign up month to month. You can get a prepaid subscription. I don't know of a benefit of that right now, but that includes shipping, and it just, boom, shows up in your mailbox. It's just a delight. All right. So, I am here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and you just never know when else I will show up. And today, well, it's supposed to be 11, well, 6 minutes late. Not too bad, huh? And you just never know when else I'll be here. So if you hit that subscribe button, you'll get a notification. There you go. And I am back with you. And so, yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. I stream to YouTube, Facebook. Both of those let you know I'm coming on, or they're supposed to. I also stream live to Instagram and Rumble. I don't believe they give you any kind of heads up. But so go ahead and subscribe. And just my card for Tuesday, it is just stinking cute. I'm excited to show that to you. So I'll be here Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope you will join me. Okay, so the butterfly garden kit, it's a winner. And so again, available to order. It's in stock in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. So a perfect casual Friday project. And so it is that time to thank you once again for spending some of your time with me as I demonstrate these three beautiful cards with butterflies. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Good morning, and God